As teens in the 21st century, it's our time to share our story from our perspective. The untold side, not from adults, from our generation. It's our turn, our voice. A show by teens for teens. I'm here at the University of Southern California where I got to interview Joe Beltran, who is one of the admissions officers to the university, and he gave us an inside look on what it's like on the other side of admissions. A Texas native who is a proud Trojan graduate, Joe simply loves helping students. To ease the stress of the college application season, he sat down with me to answer many questions students have.
It's really coming back to the issue that students have about the stress and being worried about not being admitted to a school. So a lot of students, I'm just going to apply to every school that I know of, and hopefully I'll get in somewhere. And I think that's kind of the mentality going into it, as opposed to really focusing on 3 to 5 schools and putting all their effort and energy into those schools.
Then I brought up standardized testing. Why is it so important to colleges? I mean, many students argue that taking a 4-hour multiple choice test doesn't properly measure their academic abilities.
Standardized testing, like the SAT, the ACT, even AP exams to some extent, they're really only one part of a very large whole. I did not have the USC average SAT score. I did not have that, and a lot of students don't. So no, I totally agree and feel you on the controversy with that. We do admit a lot of students who don't have those scores, and so I think it's really important to come through in the short answers and the essays to really voice kind of your interest in the school or the major specifically. And yeah, more and more schools are going test optional. Aside
from testing, seniors have to write those beloved essays. But since admissions officers read thousands every day, how can one make their personal statement really stand out?
What I like about the essays and the short answer questions is that it's almost as if I can, put on headphones and hear your voice, and that's what I should be able to do in your writing. If I can read it and it's well written, professional, yet personal at the same time. You're answering the question, but also telling about your life story and what your goals and aspirations are, and it can be a really challenging thing, the essay.
Extracurricular activities play a huge role in a student's high school career. Between clubs, jobs, and sports, it seems many jump through hoops just to look appealing to admissions officers.
So when we look at an activity, we want to see that either you've been doing it for several years, or that you've held a leadership position, or you accomplished something great, like at a state level or a national level or something like that. Something that shows that you've had a real important role or commitment or dedication to that activity. That's really what we're looking for.
Now, that burning question, Facebook. During the fall of senior year, tons of students temporarily delete their Facebook accounts because they fear they will be looked up by admissions counselors.
To be perfectly honest, I do know of several instances where either myself or someone else has attempted to do that. Most of the time we're unsuccessful because, that's blocked or whatever, and to be perfectly honest, we really don't have that much time.
His greatest advice for students?
Reach out to me, shoot me an email, give me a phone call, and come to my school visit, come to the college fair, ask me questions. I'm really good about replying to emails, so